What's up, creatives? I want to come on and do a short video on how I used Claude AI to create my Midjourney prompts for my next story. Now, typically what I would do is use ChatGPT and custom instructions. It works. I did that in my last video. A few videos ago, you guys saw that. In this case, I used Claude AI, and if we go over here, we can see that the first thing I did is I just asked Claude, what do you know about Midjourney? It gave me the information and understood what Midjourney is. And then what I did was I gave it a lesson. So let's go here. Let's give this guy credit. Lars Nielsen, I follow him on Medium, and he wrote this article back in September of 2022. So this is over a year old. So Midjourney was just coming out at that time. But he went through, gave instructions on how to do prompting for Midjourney. And this is as good as a lesson any. This is kind of a basic understanding of how you build prompts for Midjourney. So I copied this and gave it to Claude. So everything is here. And then Claude came back, said, okay, based on this, we have a mood, we have a style, we have prompt elements, and a possible prompt. And so this is this right here: melancholy blue and gray colors, dramatic cinematic lighting, contrasted with dark edges vignettes, soft dreamlike texture, inspired by Edward Hopper paintings, a sense of being lost in memories. I thought that was a very good style. I really like that. The thing I didn't like was the oil painting. And so I came back and said close, but not an oil painting. We want cinematic. So it came back again and said cinematic photography. Now, photography and cinematic stills work slightly different in Midjourney. So I came back and made this slight alteration. And I said a cinematic still with the aspect ratio. Okay. Now, from there, I can build the template because I want the cinematic still, but I want camera angles. So that way I can get a diverse set of camera angles. I want the subject. I want their facial expressions. I want the action. What are they doing? Okay. And I kept everything the same. Based on the template, I gave it the prompt, said, go ahead and do it. Well, lo and behold, it said it understood the template, but then it gave me this. And you can see that this is not it. It did not follow the template. And that happens a lot with AI. You want it to follow your instructions, but sometimes it just goes off on its own. So you have to tighten it up a little bit. And that's that iterative process that we do with all AI engines. So Claude is no different from ChatGPT in that you have to iterate. Nothing is good the first time. So I just basically said it's not right. You can only change what's in the bracket. Okay. So I had to do it again because I wanted only what was in the brackets to change. So went through it again. Was very specific in what I wanted it to do. And then, okay, let's start over from that. Okay. So you see it didn't do it. All right. Now, so now I have to iterate. And I'm very specific now in telling it that what I want is to only change what's in the brackets. the thing is that we have this template. The reason we do this because we're going to allow the creativity to take place in the brackets, but everything stays the same because we want that similar style. And Claude understood this because it came right here. It said the lock style elements will persist across the images, creating cohesion. So it understood exactly what I was trying to do. It just didn't do it. So we went back, and this time it did it. And I was pretty satisfied with the looks of the images. This is what they look like. I've done some iteration here, some face swapping and everything else like that. Maybe I'll go in another video on how to do face swapping. But for the most part, these are the images that it created. And for this story, I thought this was pretty good. I may go in Photoshop and do some changes here and there. But overall, I was happy with the images. And you can see it did not take much to do this. Okay, just copy this, trained it with just with one article really, and a couple of prompts here, and then we have our style. We got a really good style, and we got some really good prompts. And you can see the diversity in the shots: close up, wide, over the shoulder, low angle, another side angle shot, over the shoulder shot. So it went through and rear view angle. That's the first I've seen of that. I haven't seen that before. Okay. So view through windows, Dutch tilt angle, really creative in the type of angles that we got. And as you can see, I got B-roll and I have subjects. Typically, a lot of times what happens in ChatGPT, it won't give me the B-roll because it sees subject. It's only looking for places where the subject is in the picture. Claude actually went out and found those B-rolls, those close-ups, and those things that make the story cinematically, visually appealing. So I thought it did a very good job with this. I was really happy with it. So just a quick update on how I kind of do this stuff. I think if you have information on how something should train, detailed information, you can simply paste it into Claude. And I think with a few iterations, you can kind of get what you want out of it. All right, creatives, that's it. I will work on the story. The story should be done in the next couple of days or so. And then we'll put that up and we'll just continue making art. All right, I'm out.